You might have missed one of the most impressive serving performances in tennis history, while the usual tennis stars were getting all the attention. A 21-year-old Frenchman, Giovani Empi Pericard, quietly changed the game in a way no one could have predicted. He just claimed the Swiss Indoors Basel title, taking down big-serving American Ben Shelton in the final, but how he did it left many in awe. Giovani unleashed a serving barrage unlike anything we've ever seen before. We're talking about an average second serve speed of 132 miles per hour. Yes, you read that right, 132 miles per hour on his second serve. For those using the metric system, that's 212 kilometers per h. To put that into perspective, Ben Shelton, known for his own big serve, averaged just 104 miles per hour on his second serve and 122 miles per hour on his first serve. So Empi Pericard's second serve was 10 miles per hour faster than Shelton's first serve in that match. Even with this high-risk, borderline insane strategy, Giovani managed to blast 22 aces and commit just 2 double faults throughout the match. He won a staggering 85% of his first serve points and 72% of his second serve points. What's more remarkable, he didn't face a single breakpoint during the match. It was nothing short of a serving clinic, an epic performance that has sent shockwaves through the tennis world. Now here's the million-dollar question. Is it statistically responsible to hit 2 first serves, given how much he wins on them? Well, based on his performance, it's looking like a resounding yes. But this wasn't just a one-off. He has beaten top-ranked players like Holger, Rune, and Felix Auger-Aliassime without dropping serve. Did I mention he started the year outside the top 200? But now he's reached a career-high ranking of 30. He's only 21 years old, stands at an imposing 6'8", and holds an impressive 5-1 record against top 20 opponents. What's going on here? What's the secret? Giovani Empi Pericard is powerful, really powerful, and it seems he's not just relying on raw strength, but also a highly tactical serving game. Let's break down the numbers. His first serve is absolutely terrifying. He gets it in 64% of the time, and wins almost 80% of those points. That's pretty outrageous, considering the velocity he generates. For comparison, Jannik Sinner and Alexander Zverev, 2 of the best first servers on tour, also land their first serves around 64% of the time, but they win only about 75% of those points. They're sacrificing a bit of pace for consistency, while Empi Pericard is throwing caution to the wind and going full throttle. Now you might think his second serve would be a weakness, a potential point for opponents to attack. On paper, his 52% win rate on second serves seems pretty average. It's comparable to most players on tour, who use a safer kick serve. For example, players like Carlos Alcaraz and Novak Djokovic hover around 57% on their second serve. But this is where the big man flips the script. When the pressure is on, he takes big risks. On crucial points, he often serves a second serve that's practically a first serve, blurring the lines between risk and reward. This truly changes the game, and if he can continue maintaining a 65% success rate on both his first and second serves, his already impressive tour-leading hold percentage of 88% could go even higher. Giovani isn't just winning, he's dominating his service games in a way we haven't seen in modern tennis. He's turning the traditional serving stats on their head. But is this strategy sustainable, or is it a gamble that will eventually backfire? Let's talk about the playing conditions. Sure, his performance at Basel was phenomenal, but we need to acknowledge that Basel is an indoor tournament. That means no wind, no sun to mess with his toss. This gives him a huge advantage. He still has a reliable second serve with less speed, but when conditions suit him, he can break out this red-line serving game that's truly in a league of its own. But here's the big question. Can he maintain this dominance when playing outdoors? Can he perform at this level when battling against elements like wind and sun, which can disrupt even the most powerful serves? This is where the skeptics raise a valid point. It's one thing to hit huge serves indoors, but it's another to do it under the pressure of a Grand Slam outdoors, with all the elements and the world watching. Is Empi Pericard's strategy a long-term winner, or is it just a statistical anomaly that works in specific conditions? This leads to the debate currently brewing in the tennis world. Is Giovani Empi Pericard's 2 first serve strategy a stroke of genius, or is it reckless? Let's look at the numbers for both scenarios. Scenario 1. With his current serving approach, Empi Pericard lands his first serve 64% of the time, winning 79% of those points. When he misses, he hits a safer second serve 95% of the time, winning 52% of those. In this scenario, He's expected to win around 70% of his service points, and he holds serve 88% of the time, already the best on tour. Scenario 2. Now let's look at the first serve approach. If he can hit his first serve 65% of the time, winning 79% of those points, and when he misses, his second serve can be hit 60% of the time, winning 75% of those, then he would be expected to win about 73% of his service points. This would mean his hold percentage could jump to an incredible 93 to 95%. That's a game-breaking difference. But can he maintain that level of serving under the pressure of Grand Slams, where the stakes are high and the conditions are unpredictable? What's next for Giovani Empi Pericard? Will his unorthodox serving strategy change the way tennis is played, turning it into a game dominated by big serving, where the serve reigns supreme? Or is he just a flash in the pan, an outlier, whose success will ultimately be contained by the game's broader dynamics? It's tempting to compare him to other great servers, like Ivo Karlovic or John Isner, who made a mark with their massive serves. But even those players, despite their serving prowess, never quite made it to the very top of the sport. They were dangerous and disruptive, but they were contained. Will Empi Pericard suffer the same fate, or can his all-around game evolve to match his serving power? Giovani Empi Pericard is a riddle wrapped in an enigma, served with a 140 miles per hour twist. With the gifts he's been given, should he continue taking high-risk shots with his first serve strategy, or should he take a more measured approach and improve his return game? What will give him the best chance of winning a Grand Slam? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching.